Hello, everyone. This is my second video, and I decided that this time I'll do a little voiceover so I can give you guys a little context on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it so that you don't have to send me a bunch of messages asking me about things that you could see here. So, right now I'm using OBS, and you guys can see here it's Linux because we're using the Steam OS and we're not using Windows. Here you guys can see we're in the Steam OS. And today we're going to be running Grand Theft Auto 5 and we're going to do an online server. But I'm going to keep it private so it doesn't mess up my system like it did the first time. Because 4 days into having the system, I accidentally broke my fan because I ended up in a online stream with a bunch of hackers, or maybe just one hacker, and it broke my fan. Fortunately, it wasn't really hard for me to fix, and I was able to do it. But I want you guys to be able to see how it's done and how you can do it safer. So I'm going to open up my settings so you guys can see. I found out from what I've been trying that if you use Proton GE, if you go to compatibility and then you force the use of a specific Steam Play compatibility tool, and then you choose GE Proton, it works better. And if you guys don't know how to get GE Proton, I'll probably upload another video to help you do it. But there are a lot of videos on how to do it too. But if you need help on it, you can message me, and yes, I'll gladly do that for you. Okay, so let's run Grand Theft Auto 5. And I want you guys to know that I want to drop this down because I would like to give an opportunity to people who play GTA 5 on the Steam Deck. It doesn't matter what country you're from, where you're from, but if you're looking for an online community, let's start one and let's make it exclusive for Steam Deck users so that we can regulate it and keep it running smooth and nice and with more mature players so it doesn't get too chaotic. And that way we could also not have hackers that can mess up the units that we have. Okay, so here we are. We're going to load it up. And I found out that the way that we should do this is to load it up first in story mode rather than go straight online. Because if you go online and you go straight online, you end up in some random online server, and you could end up in a group where there are hackers and they could mess up your settings. Now, one thing that I can't show you is that I have the game locked on 60 frames per second, and I also have the refresh set to 60. So if we go here, let's start first on story mode. And later I'm going to show you my settings because I have everything set to very high and ultra. So it's going to be pretty good. And even on the Steam Deck, it's pretty amazing to think that it's able to run this. And if you're worried about like a little stuttering that you see from time to time, you could just turn down your video settings, your display settings a bit to give it a little more room to make it run better. Okay, so here we are. It's on offline. This is the story mode, and you can see, well, I like to play in first person, so that's how we got it set up. So in third person, you can see looks pretty good. It's not that bad. There's a bit stuttering, and mostly the reason why it has that little stutter is because I'm running OBS in the background to record this on the Steam. Okay, so let me put it back in first person, and then let's go online. But we're not going to go into some random online server. What we're going to do, we're going to start our own. And if you guys are interested and you want to join a group of people playing online, drop me a message. We'll set it up. We'll add each other up and we'll play together. So I'm just going to do this on an invite only session. So it's just going to be me. For sure, it's going to be safe. and I'm going to show you guys how it looks. Maybe we'll do a taxi mission and get a couple customers to see how it is while we're going around the city. Okay, so like I said, if any of you guys are interested, you guys could drop me a message. I'll probably put the comments where they're not showing publicly, so I'll get your messages directly, hopefully, if it's possible on YouTube. And if there's anything that you guys would like to know that I'll be able to help you with, I'm not an expert at it yet, but there's a lot of things that I learned about it. So if I can help you out, I'd sure love to. Okay, here we are. It's almost loading in. It does take a while, but it's hard to load in even on a gaming PC, honestly. And it doesn't really take that long. So here we go. Okay, so here we are. We're near the cab place. So let's go grab one and then we'll do a job. Let's look around real quick. As you guys can see, look at the mountains and everything. Cars right there. Everything runs pretty good. I want to see it in third person. It's pretty cool.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah, we got some talkative players in here
found a store
and people
that
who are
sells
loud and noisy over their phones. Okay, let me put this back in first person, then we'll go over to the cab and we'll do a job. Dude, it's a cool room.
I've never heard of you. Why do you keep calling me?
There's a lot of annoying people in GTA. So if you guys are offended with the language in GTA,
Hey, you don't know me, but
it's not talking.
Everyone says all true artists are dead, but that's
Okay, it's just around the corner. I'm sorry I didn't want to steal a car. I just didn't want things to get chaotic right now. So, but if I get a bunch of guys or girls or whoever wants to play, maybe we'll do some streaming together.
There's a job near you right now.
Okay, so we got a customer that we can pick up.
The same is true on land.
Not that far away.
Which are you? Isn't it
Let's
time
set our-
to define yourself? At Shark, we have different Shark credit cards based on your level of insecurity. Let your credit card
We're not going to obey the
define you.
traffic rules, but we're going to try and be as safe as we can.
The Great White Shark is a beast of a card. Everyone in the restaurant will see it and know you are
Hopefully we
the
don't
ultimate predator.
wreck the car
Tiger
before we
Shark
get
is
to
for the
customers. Hopefully we
flamboyant
don't wreck the
spectacle.
car while we
Bull
have
Shark for the violent, aggressive predator who hunts in all kinds of environments. Or there's the charitable basket shark, the card for the slow-moving liberal with no teeth. Shark for
the
the
other side of
apex
the road.
predator. Only you are listening to this station. You are special. You discovered something unique. Share it with your friends so you can loathe them. Radio
Okay, the
Mirror
horn.
Park.
Get them in here. Okay, let me turn off the radio.
Let's go, please.
Now let's see where she wants to go. It's down here. So there's a bunch of things that you can do online that's really cool. And I thought it'd be cool to play with friends. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of friends on Steam. And I don't have any friends on Steam that play GTA. So if you guys are looking for someone you can play with, I would love to play with you and I want to show you that. In this video, it runs really well. And this is with my settings pretty high. So if you want to turn them down, you can. And you can even go down to like 40 frames per second. And of course, it's going to drain your battery fast. This thing is pretty taxing on the CPU and GPU. But if you're at an outlet, just keep it plugged in, you'll be fine. You go out, you're playing the game while you're outside, you might want to cap it down to 40, and you might want to turn down your settings. And oops, sorry about that. We're almost there. And when we get there, I'll show you guys my settings. We'll finish the job.
Thanks.
So there we go. And if we want to finish doing the job, we just pull up our phone.
Calls just came in.
Hit the
Stop on
job.
your GPS now.
So we made some money. And as you guys can see, everything looks fine. And just so you guys can see my settings here. So over here, you can see my graphics settings right here. I got it set to 1280/8 by 800, and I got my refresh rate at 60 hertz. And then I got everything set to very high and ultra. Almost all of those are set to the highest. You can turn things down if you're having trouble with it, or if the slight stutters probably. You can turn things down to make it. Okay, so you guys want to add each other up, and then we can start a clan or a group or something to do our own game and play some stuff online. If you look at the map,
Damn. Whatever.
see, I have a lot of missions that I can do with friends. You can just go over there, and there are places you can buy. Like if you go on your phone,
I hear that new Crow X is hot.
you'll
Damn.
notice that if you go to your
Whatever.
email, your internet, you can actually buy houses here. Like here, it'll show you the available places that you can buy. You can
How's
buy
that?
cars, you can buy weapons,
Cool. Bitches need to stop.
and there's a lot of things you can do in the game. So if you guys want to join me in this journey, shoot me a message and add me up. You can find me in all of my social media stuff. It's always MyCall1972 or Red.
What the fuck are you doing in Davis?
Okay, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video.